Hello, welcome to Blender Time. Thanks for tuning in. Let's begin. First, let me show you why I don't usually use the UV sphere when modeling. I press Shift A, choose UV sphere. Press Ctrl 2 to add Subdivision surface modifier at view level 2. Then right-click and choose Shade Smooth. I press number pad 7 to go to top view. We cannot really see the problem until we use a reflective material. So I go to Shading. Click on Matte Cap. Choose Check Reflection. Immediately we see the shading problem. I rotate the view to show this better. Now I tab into Edit mode. As you can see, the shading problem is caused by this pole here. I tab back into Object mode. With all quad sphere, we don't get this kind of problem. I use 3 methods to make an all quad sphere. I like to share those techniques with you. Method 1 is using Subdivide. I press Shift A MC to add a cube. We can also press Shift A. Mesh. Then choose Cube. Tab into Edit mode. Right-click. Choose Subdivide. Go to the bottom left. Click on Subdivide tab. Click on Smoothness. Key in 1. Enter. The number of cuts determines the density of the mesh. For modeling, I usually use 5. This gives me enough geometry to work with. To make the object rounder, make sure all faces are selected. Click on the Mesh button. Transform. Choose to Sphere. Press 1, then press Enter. The shortcut for all these operations is pressing Alt-Shift-S1 Enter. Now I tab into Object mode. Right-click. Choose Shade Smooth. Then I press Ctrl 2. This adds a Subdivision surface modifier at level 2. Now I can tab into Edit mode and start modeling. One thing to bear in mind is that the shading of the sphere is not that smooth. Let me show you. I go to Shading. Matte Cap. Choose Check Reflection. Press 1 for front view. Now I rotate the view. Observe the lines on the sphere as I rotate the view. You can clearly see the reflection is wavy. If the material of the model is not reflective, then this all quad sphere is good enough. To show the mesh better, I change the matte cap to ceramic light bulb. Tab into Edit mode. I will now rotate the view. I put the shortcut for adding cube and to sphere in the description below. Feel free to check them out. Method 2 is using Subdivision surface modifier. I press Shift A MC to add a cube. Right-click. Choose Shade Smooth. Press Ctrl 4 to add Subdivision surface modifier at level 4. Click Apply to apply the modifier. To make the object rounder, tab into Edit mode. Make sure all faces are selected. Click on the Mesh button. Transform, choose to Sphere. Press 1, then press Enter. Now let's check the shading of the sphere. Tab into Object mode. Go to Shading. Matte Cap. Choose Check Reflection. Press 1 for front view. Now I rotate the view. Observe the lines on the sphere as I rotate the view. The reflection of the lines of the sphere is smoother than the previous one. Method 3 is using Subdivision surface modifier and the Cast modifier. I press Shift A. Mesh. Cube. Right-click. Choose Shade Smooth. Press Ctrl 4 to add Subdivision surface modifier at level 4. To make the object rounder, we will add the Cast modifier. Click Add Modifier. Choose Cast modifier. Make sure cast type is set to Sphere. Click on Factor. Key in 1. Enter. Observe the sphere. I will now turn the Cast modifier off. Now the Cast modifier on. Now let's check the shading of this sphere. I go to Shading. Matte Cap. Choose Check Reflection. Press 1 for front view. Now I rotate the view. Observe the lines on the sphere as I rotate the view. The reflection of the lines is smooth. With this method you do not need to apply the modifier if you don't want to. That concludes our lesson today. I use these techniques very often in my modeling. I hope they will help you in your modeling as well. If you know other techniques on how to make an all-quad sphere, please let us know in the comments section below. Let's share knowledge and help the Blender community grow. Special thanks to Nutti for the Screencast key add-on. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Take care and happy blending.